Okay, next situation, a steel column with unsupported length equal to 4.5 meters is to support an elevated floor. Available section is angle bar, no? L 100 by 100 by 16 millimeters. Use Fy equals 248 megapascal. Properties of L section is given. Okay, you are given the area, Ix, Iy, tapos Ixy, ano to? So, ito yung product of inertia. Okay, kasi ano unsymmetrical yung wide flange eh. Kaya meron niyang product of inertia. Tapos meron siyang Rx, Ry, equal lang kasi equal legs. Tapos meron pa siyang RZ, no? So, tataka kayo, ano ba't may RZ dyan, no? Kasi hindi yan normally na-encounter. Pero lumabas po ito sa board exam noon. Itong ano lang, I think 2019, no? Tapos, given yung the location ng centroid, tapos KL over R or slenderness ratio should not be greater than 200, which is ano to, nakalagay ito sa NSCP ha, na yung slenderness ratio dapat ng compression member hindi lalagpas ng 200. No, that is I forgot the section but it's somewhere in compression member, no? I think 503 point something. Anyway, unang tanong, find the allowable load for double angle welded together. So actually compression member ito and well, ito yung binigay na provision. So this provision is from NSCP 2001. Okay? So kung NSCP 2015 to, so gusto ko lang ipakita no kapag ano pinagkaiba pag NSCP 2015. Okay, allowable yung nominal no, nominal compressive strength PN is FY AG pa din. So same, hindi pala FCR rather. FCRAG. So parang kamukha pa rin ito. FA nga lang yung gamit niya kasi allowable. Tapos yung CC, yan yung limiting slenderness ratio. Dati, 2 pi squared E over Fy. Ngayon, that's 4.71 square root of E over Fy. Okay? Tapos, case 1, kapag yung KL over R mas mababa sa CC, ito yung tinatawag natin na intermediate column. Okay? So, kapag intermediate column, ibig sabihin short or maikli yung column or hindi mag-govern yung backlink. Kaya ang magiging FCR natin dito is 0.658 raised to Fy over Fe times Fy. Okay, where Fe is the Euler's backlink stress. Pi squared E over KL over R squared. Okay? Kapag naman greater than the limiting slenderness ratio, ibig sabihin yung column mo long. So ibig sabihin dito, yung Euler's critical buckling stress yung mag-govern, which is sa NSCP 2015, that's 0.877 times Fe. So ganyan lang yung process. Kumbaga magkaiba lang. I mean, magkaiba yung mga formula kasi in-improve na yan. Pero ito yung original niya. Dito siya galing. Okay, so ang pinagkaiba naman dito, sa case 1, yung allowable stress natin will be 1 minus slenderness ratio squared over 2cc squared times Fy over Fs, where Fs is a factor of safety. Tapos yung factor of safety natin, ito. Case 2, kapag naman greater than cc siya, so ibig sabihin, ito naman yung magiging formula. Parang Eulers lang din yan. Nagkaroon lang ng 12 over 23. Kasi yung 12 over 23 na yan, dito rin yan galing. Kumbaga, kapag na-exceed mo na yung limiting slenderness ratio, para ang ginawa dyan, etong KL over R na to, gagawin mo na lang ding CC. Kasi yun na yung pinaka-limiting or pinaka-sagad. Kaya kapag kinompute mo to, 5 over 3 plus 3 over 8, kasi magka-cancel na to. Yung KL over R siya CC, minus 1 over 8. Mapapansin nyo, ayan, 23 over 12 yung factor of safety. Eh, di ba yung factor of safety dinidivide? Okay, kaya ito naging ganito kasi pag dinivide mo yan, syempre magre-reciprocal. 1 over answer. Ayan, 12 over 20. Kaya nagkaroon dito ng 12 over 23. Okay, yan yung factor of safety na in-apply sa Oilers. So sa atin ngayon, 0.877 na. Pero again, this is still a type of provision that is still occurring in the board exam. Kaya it's also good that we are familiar how to use it. No? Pero binibigay naman to ni Ma'am Praxi, no? Kung ipapagamit niya. Okay? Anyway, so bali dahil ang gusto double angle so ganito. So syempre kailangan hindi natin pwedeng gamitin dito yung ito mga to kasi pang single angle yan. So kailangan muna natin i-convert, no? So yung centroid niya nandito pa rin. Okay? Kasi paano lang siya. Tapos yung centroid niya nandito na kapag sa Y, yung Y axis niya. Nasa gitna na. So ibig sabihin, in calculating IX, okay, it's simply 2 times no original IX. Okay, why? Kasi yung IX nito, kailangan mong i-transfer dito rin. So wala ka ng transfer formula, no? Wala ng plus AD squared. Kaya lalabas yung IX ng double angle is ilan to? 5.52. Pero yung IY, kailangan i-transfer, no? Kasi ito yung original na centroid eh. Tapos andito na yung centroid natin sa gitna. Okay? So, ang tatandaan lang natin, ang distance na to is yung X mismo, which is 31.24. Okay? So, that's gonna give us yung IY natin, 2.76 times 10 to the 6 plus transfer. Yung area, 2974 times yung X. Okay, so 31.24 squared. Okay, tapos times 2 kasi dalawa yung angle. So yung IY na lalabas dito, so actually mas malaki yan. So that gives us 11.32 times 10 to the 6. So mas malaki. Okay, and dahil ito ay column, di ba sa column, ang hinahanap natin dyan na slenderness ratio is yung critical slenderness ratio. At yung critical slenderness ratio is yung largest. No? Okay, at para ma-achieve natin yung largest na critical slenderness ratio, di ba yan ay KL over R. Okay, we want R to be smallest as possible. Tapos yung R naman, di ba yan ay square root of I over A. So we want, in order for our R to be as small as possible, we have to make our I as small as possible. Ibig sabihin, yung I na may mas maliit, yun yung weaker axis, di ba? So ibig sabihin, yung R din na maliit, yun din yung weaker axis. And it turns out na kapag maliit yung R, malaki itong slenderness ratio. So ibig sabihin, kapag malaki yung slenderness ratio, yun yung weaker axis. Or yun yung ibig sabihin ay yun yung, or doon mangyayari yung buckling. Okay? So dahil kapag kinumpare natin itong dalawa, mas malaki naman to dito. So doon sa x-axis siya, possible na mag-buckle, no? So kunin na lang natin yung Rx. That is square root of Ix over A. No? Since Ix is less than Iy. So that will give us square root of 5.52 over, so take note yung area dito, hindi siya area ng isang angle kasi we are now referring to a double angle. So times 2 ng area. And that gives us 30.46. Okay? And therefore, the critical slenderness ratio would be, so dito wala namang in-specify. Unsupported length is 4.5. Tapos walang in-specify na na support condition sa magkabilang dulo. So pag ganyan, it's safe to assume na pin connected lang siya. So ibig sabihin K is equal to 1. Okay, so ibig sabihin this is 1 times 4,500 over R. And that gives us, okay, 147. Na-store muna natin dito sa A. Okay? Now, we also need to calculate CC so that we can compare. So, again, in this provision, we apply 2 pi squared over E Fy over Fy. And that is Fy is 248. So, that is 126.70. Okay, and because this is larger than CC, then case 2 tayo. So, ibig sabihin, yung Fa natin is 12 pi squared E over 23 slenderness ratio squared. And that gives us 47.2 megapascals. So therefore, our allowable stress is equal to Fa times area. So again, take note, yung area natin is doble kasi double angle. So we have this value times dalawang, ano yung area natin? Dalawang 2974. So this is in kilonewtons. So 280.74 kilonewtons. Okay, so by the way, this is in Newton, no? So this is in Newton. Kasi megapascal to. So therefore, our answer for number 1 is letter A. Next, find the allowable load for single angle. So ano naman daw yung allowable load for single angle? So this is the tricky part. Normally kasi nasanay tayo na mamimili ka lang sa X at saka sa Y axis kung alin dun yung axis of buckling. And again, ano yung axis of buckling? Yung axis na may pinakamalaking slenderness ratio. Or it is also the axis, kung halimbawang same lang naman ang support condition sa lahat ng axis, no? It is also the axis with the least value of R or the least value of moment of inertia. Okay, so guys, tingnan nyo. Yung Rx and Ry, parehas lang na 30. Pero yung Rz, so ano yung Rz na yan? Kita nyo, mas mababa. So actually, itong Rz na to, yung z-axis, it is already understood that this is the minor principal plane or minor principal axis. Okay? And wala yan dito or dito. Nandito yan. Ayan yung z-axis. So, pwedeng yan or pwedeng ito. Okay? So, let's say ito yun. Z-axis. So, yan yung axis na kung saan zero yung product of inertia. And as you can see, dyan pinakamaliit yung radius of gyration. So that's why kapag single angle, ang gagamitin natin is yung minor axis, no, yung weaker axis. So that's why this should be the one used 19.75. So for number 2, single angle tayo. So yung slenderness ratio critical natin would be equal to K1. Ang L ay 4,500 over R. Ang gagamitin natin is yung 19.75. And that gives us 227.85. So 227.85. Pag kinumpare natin ito sa CC, mas malaki ulit siya. Kaya ibig sabihin, ito ulit yung formula natin for FA. Case 2 ulit tayo. So 12 pi squared times 200,000 over 23 times yung sagot natin. Squared. So that is 19.84 megapascal. So as you can see, ang baba, no? Dahil ang slenderness ratio natin sobrang laki. Tapos kapag kinuha natin allowable load, that is FA times area. So this case, yung area natin isang angle lang. So FA times 2,974 ba yun? Okay, 2,974. So once again, this is in Newton, this is in kilonewton, so 58.99 or around 59 na, no? 59 kilonewtons. So that would be the allowable load kung single angle lang. So our answer would be approximately letter B. Okay? And what can you see, what problem can you see ko bakit naging ganun yung capacity? Dahil sobrang laki ng slenderness ratio. Kaya naman ang tanong niya sa pangatlo, find the length of a single angle based on the limit of slenderness ratio for compression member in NCP. Ito 'yon. So dahil napag-alaman natin na yung critical slenderness ratio, kung babalikan ko lang, ay 200, ayan o, 227. So lagpas na siya doon sa limit. So ang tanong niya ngayon, ano lang yung length na pwede mong gamitin doon sa single angle para hanggang 200 or kumbaga hindi lumagpas ng 200 yung critical slenderness ratio. So bali, ang gagawin natin, i-resolve lang natin yung L. So for number 3, KL over R should not exceed 200. So, ibig sabihin, K is 1, this is L over R. Yung R natin, 19.75 pa rin kasi single angle, that should not exceed 200. So, therefore, yung L natin should be at least or should not exceed 3,950 millimeters or 3.95 meters. So therefore, our answer here would be letter B. Okay, and nung lumabas to sa board exam, ano daw, nasa choices din daw kapag ito ang ginamit mo. Halimbawa, blinded ka na ito lagi yung ginagamit. Or kapag hindi mo naintindihan kung bakit ba pinipili yung mas malaking slenderness ratio. Okay, or kapag hindi mo naintindihan na ay kinokontrol ng backlink yung capacity ng column. Kaya inaalam natin sa umpisa kung aling axis siya magbabakel. And palagi magbabakel siya sa axis na pinaka-slender siya. At pinaka-slender siya kapag largest yung slenderness ratio. And doon sa formula ng slenderness ratio, kung gusto mo itong malaki, piliin mo yung maliit na R. Okay? Or yung maliit na I. Halimbawa, walang R dyan, I lang ang meron. Ganun din, no? Proportional yan. Kung maliit ito, maliit din to. Okay? And that's how we solve this problem.